Hey guys, it's Jeff from Railway City Hobbies. It is August 11th and it is hotter than hell out in southwestern Ontario, so why not shoot a video? I have been working on speed matching 4 locomotives of Chris Wright's, and they're all done. You'll see later in the video them running 1 plus 1 plus 1. We'll have 1 at the head, 1 at mid, and 1 on the tail. And to show how smooth they run in the consist with speed matching. Right now we're going to talk about advanced consisting and using consist addresses. With the lock sound full throttle functions, the drive hold and the independent brake can be a headache to use while in consist. During the consist, if you have 3 locomotives, 4 locomotives, however many locomotives you have in the consist, the consist address or the other locomotives are responding to the address of the head locomotive. The head locomotive will only respond, are the only ones responding to all the functions keys. An example: if you engage the independent brake in a consist, the head locomotive will stop, but the second, third, fourth, however many locomotives you have in that consist attached, MU'd into that address, will not stop and will cause a pileup. Vice versa, the drive hold, to engage the drive hold, it locks the speed at a certain speed, and then you use your throttle by turning up and down, and the sound will notch up and down accordingly. So with this, what I'm showing here right now, we have a 3-digit address, which is the actual locomotive in question here. This U25B. So it has a 4-digit address. I have also turned on the advanced DCC Consist address and enabled it. The consist address, since you're using the long 4-digit address, it will only take a 2-digit address. In this case, I chose 99. So this allows you to turn the functions off or on in a consist. So right now, the way I have it for demonstration is that the consist address 99 has only the function 2, which is the horn, attached to it. As well, the locomotive, all the motor functions automatically go to the consist address number 99. If you punch in the 4-digit address for the locomotive, the motor function is not available. It is only once you enable your consist address, it attaches to the consist address, and you cannot control it through the 4-digit. So now at this point, what we're going to do is I've set it up in that manner that this is the secondary unit. The head unit is going to be this unit here. So I don't want the lights to be controlled by the consist address. I don't want the bell, the horn, the coupler sounds. All I want is for I have assigned F4 to be for the drive hold, F5 to be dynamic brake, F7 to be the independent brake on it, and that those 3 functions are only controlled through the consist address. The other functions are controlled through the 4-digit long address. So I'm going to put the other locomotive on and we'll display this. Now also I wanted to note that I'm going to run this in reverse to this locomotive, to the 617. So I want to set it up so it's in reverse. Now 617 will I'll show you the how its functions are set up. So on this one, again, we're still on consist address 99. Since this is the head locomotive, I do want the lights to be controlled by the consist address, the bell, the horn to function. I never use the coupler sound, so I just don't use it. The F4 for the drive hold, F5 for your dynamic brake, F7. I still don't use F8 as part of the consist address because I want to fire them up in my own sequence. So we're going to take this over to the layout, and I'm actually going to demonstrate how these functions will work. So now we're on the layout, and as of right now, the locomotive is hooked up to a consist of cars here. So we're going to go through a typical startup sequence. So both locomotives, their startup sequence were done individually by their addresses. Now I'll actually change it to the consist address, 6099. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it to speed step 1, and once I put it to speed step 1, I'm going to engage the drive hold, and you'll be able to, it will still creep along at that one speed step, and I'll turn the throttle up to about 50 speed steps, and you'll hear it throttle up, but the locomotive won't be going any quicker, and it replicates the locomotive under load. And now I will disengage the drive hold. So right now it's at speed step 20 on the throttle, but she's still creeping on like speed step 1. I'll remove the drive hold. And she'll bring it right up to 20 speed steps. I'll engage the brake. And both locomotives come to a stop instead of the head locomotive trying to stop. The head locomotive trying to stop, and then the second locomotive trying to push. Now again, if you leave the brake on, you don't turn the throttle down, she'll just try to notch back up to whatever notch you're at that specific speed step. So now I've turned it back down to 0. We're going to put it back in reverse and bring it back. Now when I sound the horn, only the head locomotive horn sounds, as well as the bell. Again, I'll engage the drive hold. To simulate it under heavy load. And now we're to the rest. This can, with higher momentum values, right now it's the momentum's only at 34, which is 8.5 seconds acceleration and deceleration. The drive hold does look better when you actually increase the momentum, because what I'm doing here is, again, starting off at a low speed step, engaging the drive hold, revving it up to speed step 30 or something, and then when you release the actual drive hold, if there's a higher momentum value put in there, it'll take a long time to get up to that speed step. Right now the momentum values are really low on these locomotives. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the three of these locomotives. The one not in the picture here, actually it's just down in the bottom right here. The main central U30. We're going to put all three of these in a train in one consist and run them around the layout. Be right back. Right now we're running at speed step 20, and they're all calibrated to be running at scale 20 mile per hour.